Hello, everyone. This is Unlocking Greatness Podcast with Zenja Glass. I just want to jump right into talking about something so heavy on my heart. I was crying like a baby the night before last. It's funny because you guys probably think I'm always crying, and I kid you not. I'm not always down or sad. I'm really not. But it seems like when I have the podcast, that's when I kind of go to some of those spaces. But anyway, I was in my closet, and I don't know what came over me, but I sat in my closet and I started thinking about you guys. I started thinking about my staff, my employees. I started thinking about all my friends and family members. And I think what kind of triggered it a little bit is on one of my social media channels, people are able to sort of duet my videos, which is really kind of cool. Some kind of way they're able to pull up my videos, and then next to it, you can see them watching it or their expressions. And I was looking at a lot of duets that have been done, on my videos. And after that is when I went into my closet, after I'd spent some time in prayer. It hit me so hard as I was thinking through the faces of everyone, and I'm talking just about every race you could name, just about every continent that people can be on, to see the faces of so many people just about in tears or commenting and saying, how much this post helped them or this particular podcast helped them, and just to see them just holding on to every word that I was speaking. And I got so choked up because I thought to myself, love really is the answer. That's what we need in this world right now. I don't have, the solutions to everyone's issues or problems. Nor, as you all know, I'm not a minister or pastor or anything like that. Someone was saying to me the other day at church, I said, Z, how is it that there's so many people on your different platforms, and I'm noticing you have people that are like all kinds of religious in background. Like how is that even possible? And I looked at that person and I said, love is love. Truth is truth. And there are no titles to that. And so when I was sitting in my closet, I think it was the first time that I was beginning to pierce into, how can I word this? Pierce into what Jesus was talking about when he gave the greatest commandment, which is love. And I'm going somewhere with this. I'm just having a moment, just sharing with you all that I literally sat in my closet. And when I tell you I cried like a baby, I cried like a baby, sitting there thinking through, God, I can't do this on my own. There's so many needs out there. There's so many people that are hurting and going through so many things. There's so many people that, are just holding on to the little bit of hope that they can grab. There's so many people that just needs the encouragement and just needs to know that they can make it. And there's so many of them. I just want them to know who you are. I just want them to know about your hidden treasures, which I'm going to talk about that in another podcast, I think, after this one. But I just want them to know that they can make it. I just want to breathe love into them, to breathe encouragement and life into them. And then I started feeling a little overwhelmed at one point. And the overwhelming sensation was just, my goodness, there's only so much of me that I can give. How does this work, God? And God put such an amazing passage in my spirit that I want to share with you all. And let me just give you the answer. The answer to that is, we all have gifts. All of us are a part of this amazing puzzle, this amazing masterpiece that God has built. And we all must do our parts so that collectively, as a whole, we can be taken care of. So God was putting in my spirit, Z, it's not your role to figure this out for everyone and to just completely be 100% drained and you feel that you're the only one out there that can do this. And I don't feel that way, by the way. But what God was putting in my heart is, I just need you to do your part. I just need you to use your gifts and do your part, baby. That's it. Just do your part. Let me show you where I'm going with this. First of all, let me read the greatest commandment. I'll start with that. The greatest commandment is in Matthew 22. It's called the greatest commandment in verse 34. I'm just going to read this really quickly. It says, hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question: Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Isn't that amazing that the greatest commandment centers around love? All of it. Loving God basically with everything you've got. And then secondly, loving your neighbor as yourself. So I was thinking, so how do you do that? What does it mean nowadays to even love your neighbor as yourself? A lot of neighbors don't even want you coming to their house, let alone trying to do something. What does that mean? So then I tapped into Romans, and if you can turn to Romans 12, and this is such an amazing passage. Romans 12. We're going to read starting in verse 9, and this is the point that I want to make with this. No, actually, I'm gonna go up even higher than that. Let's take it up a step higher. Romans 12, verse 6. Let's start in verse 6. We all have different gifts according to the grace given us. If a man's gift is prophesying, let him use it in proportion to his faith. If it is serving, let him serve. If it is teaching, let him teach. If it is encouraging, let him encourage. If it is contributing to the needs of others, let him give generously. If it is leadership, let him govern diligently. If it is showing mercy, let him do it cheerfully. Love must be sincere. I'm in verse 9. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with God's people who are in need and practice hospitality. Then it goes on to talk about bless those who persecute you and bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. And it goes on to talk about living in harmony with each other and not being conceited and so on. I just want to focus on just a couple small parts of this, which is we all have different gifts. What are your gifts? We all have different gifts. For some of us, it may be prophesying, serving. Did you ever know that serving was a gift? And I want you all to hear this, especially for those who feel that they're not that talented. Or they feel that, I really don't know what my talents are, and I really don't feel like I'm contributing much. I don't know how God can use me. Well, according to the Bible, serving is a gift. According to the Bible, teaching is a gift. Encouraging is a gift. And I believe that's one of the gifts that God has blessed me with, is the gift of encouragement. Contributing to the needs of others is a gift. I never knew that giving generously was a gift. This is how I believe we contribute to spreading the love that's so needed in this world. The Bible teaches us that love must be sincere. I just wish that you all knew how many people are either in your situation or possibly in a situation worse than what you're in. And if you can just close your eyes just for a moment And just picture every single person you've passed by or seen, whether it's on TV or grocery store, wherever you run your errands and whatever. Picture all of their faces sort of like a scene, like a flash, like a quick movie scene. And if you look at the faces of every single person that you've had any interaction with, at least for me, you might notice every last person is searching in some way for love. We all need it. And God has given us all gifts to contribute, to help others. My heart is, and this is what really made me cry when I was sitting in my closet. I wonder what the world would be like if we all just truly at least made the attempts to love one another. How many problems in the world would be solved? I think that's why when a friend of mine the other day, when I was at, I think I was at church, said to me, gosh, how is it possible? You've got so many people, just even different religion, even some people that are saying, man, I don't even know if there's a God, or I'm this religion, or I'm that religion, but man, it's something that's drawn me here. And when I said to that person, love is love and truth is truth, that is just so true. I just wonder, how would the world be if everyone started using the gifts that God gave them in the way that it should be used? You don't have to get on a platform and speak in front of a camera or have a podcast. If that's not your gift and you feel like, Z, that's not what I'm about, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. Your gift could simply be serving and giving and encouraging others. That's a gift. That's a form of love that we give out. So I'll end this. I don't even want to make this a long broadcast because you guys may think, okay, Z, where's this coming from? All I can tell you is I just broke down crying in my closet the other night, and I cried so hard because I thought through every single face that I've seen and all of the people and all of the comments that comes in. And I just said, my God, it just amazes me. And I thought through family, friends, employees, I thought through everyone. It just amazes me that at the end of the day, we put on this face like we're, so bold and strong and we don't need anybody and we can do whatever we want. And, and we're driving these nice cars, and some of us, may have nice homes. Some of us, may not. Some of us may have high paying jobs, and some of us may just barely be making it. Doesn't matter the situation. At the end of the day, no matter what face we have on when we walk out in public or when we present ourselves, we all just want to be loved. That's it. And now I'm beginning to see what Jesus was talking about. Love is what's missing. Just a sincere love for one another. So, I challenge you to use your gifts. Your amazing gifts that God has blessed you. The reason He even put you on this earth. Use your gifts in whatever way you see fit to bring glory and honor to God and to spread love and to help others. And this is just my little way of doing it. My gift just happens to be, I naturally am an encourager. I don't mind speaking before people on a camera or in public. That's just my natural gift. That's how God just happens to make me. And I'm using that to the best that I can, even from a place of still grieving my son, the loss of my son, still going through so many things. If you guys only knew the things that I deal with on a daily basis. But my gift is this, and this is my contribution. So what is yours? So I would love for you all to comment at some point in the comment section and let me know, how are you using the gifts that God has given you? Okay. I love you all. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Also remember, I do have a community text number now. That number is 847-648-9118. So many of you have already texted me and joined, and I've replied back to every single person personally, just to personally welcome you to the platform. So I hope that you join so that when I go live and do some other events, I can be in direct contact with you. Anyway, love you all. Let's spread the love. Love is all we need at this point. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification button. Love you all. Bye-bye.